Hi there, Vizzy. I've just got in from work. Jules dropped us off in the car, and as we were coming in, there was a couple of tracks played in succession that gave me an idea for a video. So I thought, why not? After all, it's not like I post many of them these days. So what it was, there were about three tracks in a row where, to me, the best bit about it was the drumming. Now, I'm not saying that these are the best drummers in the world or this is the best drumming you'll ever hear. But for me, the drumming in these tracks makes the song. So I thought I would just rattle them off. And the first one, I'm currently in the middle of sorting out my vinyl, so there's packs and stuff all over the place. So I wasn't able to find a couple of the vinyl albums, so I'm afraid we're starting with CDs. But anyway, it's just one of those things that, quite often it's the vocals and the guitarists and what have you that get all the adulation. But for me, these songs wouldn't be as good without the drums. Your choice. Anyway, first up, and this is the track that started it all off, was Ballroom Blitz by The Sweet. I love The Sweet. Mick took a great drummer, and that came up, and I thought, yeah, great. It starts off with that wonderful drum intro, and then that sort of vibe just carries on all the way through the song, which I thought was great. Next track up was the title track from Thin Lizzy's Bad Reputation. Brian Downey is probably a really underrated drummer, and the drumming on this track is absolutely superb. Just the way it guides the song through, and everything hangs on the drumming. Brilliant song, brilliant drumming, Bad Reputation. And then to cap it all off, the third one in a row was Sabbath and Children of the Grave. And Bill Ward, I mean, he's come in for some stick, even from the band recently, but the drumming on that is just brilliant. And again, it's one of those things that it carries the song, regardless of the vocals, regardless of the brilliant riffs Iommi's putting out. It's the drumming that makes that song. Okay. And then I thought, right, I'll come in, quickly pull some albums that I know that I've always liked the drumming. So next up, we've got Dave Matthews Band, and in particular the track The Dreaming Tree. Carter Beauford on this is brilliant. I mean, it's such subtle drum work. And I think that's the great thing about a lot of the tracks I've picked is it's not wham bam, thank you man drumming. It's just really subtle, good stuff. Great stuff. Anyway, so that's the CDs out of the way. So those of you who want to see the vinyl, it's coming up now. Right. So in no particular order, Tusk. Title track, Mick Fleetwood. And again, it's just that driving rhythm. Of course, they've got the University of Southern California marching band on this as well, but just brilliant. I mean, again, it makes the track. Right. Next up is a telephone that's ringing. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Right. Okay. So, as I was saying, it's a drummer who doesn't get much recognition. And again, this is not a very, it's not loads of drumming in there, but it's just the way the guy plays on this particular song makes it for me. It's the thing I latch on to most when I'm hearing the song. And that's Crowded House in the track, As Sure As I Am. And unfortunately, it's the sadly deceased Paulo playing drums on it. Absolutely superb, I mean, superb album. This track's a really good one. And like I say, for me, it's just that it's a wonderful sort of slow shuffle on the drums that just does it for me on that particular track. Archer, again, title track. I've gone for a lot of title tracks on this, haven't I? Obviously, Steely Dan, master musicians, and, you know, again, it's not often the drummer gets much credit, but again, absolutely superb, slightly jazzy feel to it. Lovely, lovely drumming. And again, for me, on the title track, the drumming's the thing I listen to. An old favourite. Bit of Motorhead, and again, title track, Overkill. Obviously starts off with a thundering bass and drum riff, and then it's got that lovely sort of fade out, fade in thing at the end with the drums. Brilliant stuff. Phil Taylor, I mean, again, was quite derided by sort of Lemmy and the band in sort of later times, but love that. Suppose it's hard to have a video for me without any rush, and if you're talking about drummers, obviously Neil Peart is brilliant. But again, the track where the drumming is the track for me is The Weapon. So that's track 1, side 2 of this Signals album. Brilliant stuff. Can't go wrong. And finally, a bit of Cream. So Ginger Baker. I actually saw Ginger Baker play with Hawkwind, which was an interesting thing in its own right. But superb drummer. Again, comes from a slightly jazzy background, but obviously playing rock music. And just his fills and everything are superb. Really, really like it. But, you know, there you go. These are ones I've just picked up. I mean, the track I was thinking of in particular for this is Tales of Braille, Ulysses. So just some albums I quickly picked up in the sort of 5 minutes after getting in from work, and hopefully before Jill lands. Sorry for the interruption of the telephone, but hey ho. So that's my kind of take on drumming and the songs that I think are improved by the drumming in them. And again, like I say, they're not necessarily the most technically accomplished drumming tracks. But for me, that's the thing I latch on to within the music. So I'd welcome anyone to come back with a response. I know there's a few of you out there who like your drumming and what have you. So just tracks that, for you, it's the drumming, that's the be all and end all. Okay. Cheers, folks. Bye now.